Hello and welcome to Halftime Talk, and it's currently Bournemouth 1, West Ham United 0, and the game of vitality. We're here. If you're watching on Google Plus, there is a Q&A section which you can add your comments to, but if you're watching on YouTube, you don't have that feature. Unlucky. I'm here with Gonzo and Charlie from hammerchat.com, and I am Gio from hammerchat.com. Got plenty to talk about, I think, actually. Charlie, do you think the game could be a hell of a lot different if Antonio or Noble took what I think is a lot better chances than they looked in the first 30 seconds of the game?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we were very. I mean, Antonio came close, obviously. Noble, I don't think he could have done any better, but again, came very, very close. Yeah, we completely controlled the game, really, up until Carroll got injured. I think we should. There is an argument to be said that if the beginning had gone our way luck-wise, we would be in complete control of this game.
You said Noble couldn't have done better. Do you not think he could have took a touch, Charlie? Do you not think he had enough time to take that touch and just get the ball under control rather than trying to open up his body as he did?
Possibly, but it's one of those things where I would rather he take the shot first time rather than try and time waste it. Because if he does take a touch and then they get it throwing off, everyone goes, "Why didn't he shoot first time?" See what I'm saying?
Because he ain't good enough, unfortunately. He's just not got the ability that Payet does. Chris, Enner Valencia got a chance early on. It was offside. Payet's through ball. Is that what West Ham have been missing this last few weeks?
Yeah. Well, if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen through Payet. I'd like to see Valencia more central. There's not a great bench there, is there? So if he's going to do something, he's going to have to be quite creative. So yeah, it's a funny one because we don't have that many options out wide. I think Valencia's going to be the answer there. He needs to move inside, give some support to Jelavic, who's clearly limited. Which I mean, probably Payet went wide, so you'd lose his quality in the middle, just because there's nobody there, is there? So, but yes, rallied a bit towards the end.
Yeah, I thought we played well until Carroll went off, but then the goal came. We'll talk about Carroll's injury in the review, which you can see on the YouTube show later on. It'll be up tonight. Click the subscribe button while you're here watching on YouTube. We'll do the review. We'll talk about Carroll in depth, but we don't have time at half-time. We're going to talk about the Bournemouth goal now. Charlie, is Adrian to blame here?
He's clearly put off by something. The wind is behind Bournemouth, and so I haven't been able to see the replay properly from the angle I would have liked, but maybe the ball moved in a slightly weird way to put him off. He got a hand to it and it still goes in, but for me, he has to do better from that. If it didn't have some weird movement by the wind, which again I don't know if it did or it didn't, he has to do better than that. And usually he would. I mean, usually my complaint with him is that he doesn't hold on to enough balls, but he pushes them away all day. So how he's not managed to do that with this one, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, he has to do better.
Chris, keeper to blame for you there?
Yeah, probably. I'm reluctant to blame him. He's been so good. We're all due a mistake, but we really should be better than that. My main problem is anyone can let a goal in. My main issue with it is that Bournemouth look really good, and clearly we've got the same number of players as them, but it almost looks like for large periods that first half they were outnumbering us on the pitch. It's sometimes it'd be 4 against 2, and it seems to be in every situation. So they're working really hard. They're a good team, but they should be more than one goal up, which gives me a bit of hope. I just a couple of things from the forum here. Power Rider, he's basically said the owners need to get their checkbooks out. He wants Dwight Gale instead of Jelavic. Hammer for life. Thinks we look asleep. This is hammerchat.boards.net, by the way, for anybody watching. Can't read that, Billy. Sorry. And Billy later goes on to say, it likes to see the main man on the ball, and things are happening. And funny enough, I've just received a text from Tom Down and Dorset Dano, who are on the game, saying how windy it is.
Yeah, I think Obiang should be doing a hell of a lot better for our goal that we conceded, actually. I think he gets sold far too easily, but I think it's because he's making up ground to get to Arthur to stop him shooting in the first place, so that the dummy does work. But show me a goal, I'll show you a mistake. It works like that. But sometimes you've just got to give credit to opposition. I think it was a well-worked goal by Bournemouth. I think it was deserved. Gonzo, you're bang on. If anyone's due a mistake, it's Adrian. And the amount of times he's kept us in games in past. And he makes a very good save not long after through Daniels. Now, I'm going to pick out Daniels because I think he's affecting play far too much down that left side for Bournemouth. Valencia is missing defensively. He just can't do it. Not only is Daniels coming in, it allows Stanislas to go inside, and the centre-backs don't know what to do because Stanislas all of a sudden appears. Poor James Tompkins, his head must be in a whiz right now because does he go with Stanislas and leave a huge gap for Daniels, or do you stay with Does he stay with Daniels and try and pass Stanislas on to James Collins? We know isn't the quickest in the box. And the one time Stanislas did get free, Afobe got put one-on-one and should have done a lot better. Gonzo, what do you do with Valencia? You said move him central, but does their left-back concern you?
Yes, their whole team concerns me. The way they press concerns me. I think we've got to appreciate we're a counter-attacking team now, and it's either going to work like that or it's not going to work like that. It's we're facing a team who are going to press against us, so that's something. What I do think, if we're going to score, it's going to be Payet creating a bit of magic, or we need to get Valencia central, because his real attribute is this rapacious long shot. I mean, it's an absolute howitzer. Or the other one is if we get a free kick, we could really do with a free kick in and around the area, but to do that we've got to attack, and someone needs to be dribbling to be fouled. Then either Cresswell or Valencia with a free kick could get us back into the game.
Charlie, do you think Ogbonna is struggling against Afobe tonight? Not just the two chances he's had, but there's constant long balls coming that he's pushing Ogbonna right to the byline and saying, give us a corner or put out for a throw in the corner. Do you think Ogbonna is getting a bit of a late welcome to the Premier League tonight?
Yeah, in a way, I think he's slightly unfortunate to be up against someone who's just joined Bournemouth, and so he's obviously going to be playing out of his skin. There's too much space between him and Cresswell because they keep putting balls into that area and he's struggling every time it happens. James Collins pushing up isn't helping him either, but this is something we know happens. I think I don't want to blame Cresswell for it. I think it's something somewhere is going astray and they are finding that pass consistently. And as you said, Afobe should have done better, not only with that one-on-one but with that header as well. And something has to change there. Something has to change.
Well, something I think will change the game, Gonzo just touched on it, is the wind. Adrian's kicks aren't even reaching the halfway line, and he's not a poor distributor of the ball, whereas when they lay it back to their keeper and Boruc thumps it, it's landing outside their 18-yarder. Gonzo, are you confident we're going to change in the second half? Are you confident we're still in this game? It's only one. It could be three, but it's only one. Southampton was the same. Let's remember the Southampton game 2 weeks ago. They should have been out of sight. They're not. They were one. We came back out with a different attitude. We turned it around. We won the game. Can you see this happening tonight?
Yes and yes. The answer to two questions. I am quite confident, and I do think we're still in the game. So, sorry, the first question was, I think he will change it because that's what he does. How tactically acute he'll be, I don't know. But it's just a shame we haven't got that many forwards on the bench because he would keep chucking them on. But I think he'll bring Song on. I think he'll stick Payet wide. I think he'll stick Valencia back up the top, and maybe something will happen.
Charlie, are you confident? Give us a score prediction, Charlie. Go bold. Come on. Are we going to get something out of this game, or do you think it's too little, too late at halftime already?
We've got players on the pitch to not take this line down. I think even though we have been completely against the cosh, Payet has created one or two nice little chances. If we're gonna, I'm gonna say 2-1 West Ham. I think we've got the ability, and although they are ahead, they don't look that sharp. So I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham. Yeah,
I don't think we're playing as bad as some people are making on. I think you've got to give credit to Bournemouth. How many? They've had a couple of chances that Adrian's had to make, but how many proper one-on-ones have they had of that? How many shots have they had? They've not had that many. They've had a lot of the ball, but that's just because of the way they play. However, I would say we've had some half chances as well that we're forgetting about, and it's just unfortunate that things haven't gone for us. I'm more than confident in the team we've got out tonight, actually. I don't think Bilic needs to change that much. I think the weather's going to make a difference. I think we just need to find a way of linking our back third to our front third again. I think the middle third's disappeared again. Noble and Obiang are getting the ball in front of our defence. Their only option is backwards. They're struggling to find an option forwards, whether it's because Antonio and Valencia are too far wide or Payet's crowded out, I don't know. But it just looks like there's a gap and there's no one in the gap. And I think if we can get someone in the gap to pick the ball up off Noble and Obiang, I think we'll see a different West Ham in the second half. But we've been Hamish chat. There'll be a match report on Clarent and Hugh later tonight. We'll be back with a match review. I've got Gonzo with me, but I've also got someone you'll all recognise. He does the best ribs in London. Let's see if he also gives the best match review as well. We've got the rib man on with us tonight. We're looking forward to seeing him as well. But Charlie, Gonzo, thank you very much. I've been Gio. We are all from hammerchat.com, but join us for the review after. Thank you.